Right, I've got to make this video super fast because the tide is coming in really quickly. Yeah, it's quite dangerous with this place I'm in, Morecambe Bay. It can just really come in quick. So I wanted to talk about overpopulation, and is the world really overpopulated, or is it more the way people are living which causes the problem? Because I would say it's more not the amount of people but the way we are living in the Western world which causes really so many issues with the environment and everything. Whereas if you compare like countries like India, from cradle to grave, the amount of kind of, you know, crap they produce, it's just nowhere near as much. Because like say with nappies, they don't even really use disposable nappies there. They just use like old rags and things, you know. I remember being amazed by that, and they just get them potty trained as soon as possible. Whereas here, you know, we have a huge problem with so much rubbish we produce, and you know, especially the disposable nappies, there's just nowhere for them to go, and it takes hundreds of years for them to decompose. So I just think that's completely ridiculous, and there are alternatives. I think they should probably just ban them altogether, actually, because there are ones that decompose which are nearly as good. They're not quite as good. I used to work in a nursery, so I know the difference, but you know, they're not quite as good. You might have to change them a tiny bit more often, but really I think it's worth it, you know. God, I'm gonna have to move. So yeah, I just think we're not actually as as overpopulated as what they make out. So when you go to certain places, like even in the UK, if you go to Scotland or Northumberland or somewhere like that, you know, you think actually there's loads of room, there is loads of space, really, you know. Whereas if you go to the cities, it's the complete opposite, you know. Obviously in the cities they are very overpopulated, so it really just depends on where you are. I'm gonna have to move, my bag's getting all wet. And yeah, so this is the tide coming in. Oh my god, it happens so quickly. That's why the cockle pickers got in trouble. You've got to watch out. A lot of people have died in this bay. It is pretty though. It's a nice view, if that's going to be your last view, hey?